always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Huskers will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So USC's offense will get the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the first down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion is now already over 2,000.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Makes the catch. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the big fella. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Run in the red zone. It's Ashmore. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Nebraska's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Fires to the middle. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quick completion to the right. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. Coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the option. Now the toss. Looking for room at the 25. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Scanning the field, it's Wall. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Throwing right, and they can't make the play on third down. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Spins away from the defense. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback will keep it. Find some fresh air. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. He'll go to the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McLeod. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Trojans send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Quick release by the QB. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, better look out. Still running at the 35. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Creates a little space. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Wall. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Cornhuskers pumping the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Pulls and fired complete. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal coming up. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Breeze, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply did not.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now the play fake. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's a heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Trojans will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Wall. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. To the air on 1st down. He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Just keep slinging it. Quick spin on the ride. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun. Wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ashmore. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Miranda. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Trojans come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Pressure coming. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to pass, it's Walt. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's complete! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Spins away from the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They just keep firing right down the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Wall. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
The give on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. But a little time left to go. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got a man, it's Miranda. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance and gets out to the 22. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They want to run it left here. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass. It's Wall. Looking down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He's got it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Hauls it in down the sideline. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. The Trojans make a living on stretching the field with big plays in the passing game because they just throw the ball to that receiver.
No doubt about it. And guess what? Everybody in Hollywood likes this, right? Like the big, explosive, dynamic, fun plays. And that's exactly what USC does year after year.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Catch in the middle. It's Miranda. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Turning it on. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Yeah, let's not make football hard. Quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted deep in his own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Gives it on the option. Runs through the tackle. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Huskers will call on their punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Oh, they're after him. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there
breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the fourth.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the fourth quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. From the gun. Give on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. Back to throw, it's Wall. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Off play action. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Look out, he's got room.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts, just went right past him and picked up the first down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Miranda. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Trojans! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Running the option. It's Wall. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. To the air. It's Wall. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Throws to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Bringing the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Wall. Right on the money. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got the tight end outside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And he's just going to spike it.
Defense playing a bail technique.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Easy completion on the shuffle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Wall. Here's the pressure. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it.